to Beer Review. It's time to drink some beer that was created at 3 Stars Brewing Company out of Washington, D.C., USA. Yay, our nation's capital. Well, that's if you're in the United States or whatever. And if it's in Washington, D.C., you know what time it is. It's time for DJ to go local. That's right, guys, we're going local yet again with another 3 Stars beer. And we got a new beer from them today. What beer is that? It's their Starsky and Brunch. I've had Starsky and Dutch before and many much other 3 Stars beers, and they have all rocked the easy. What's up about Starsky and Brunch, though? This beer is a, I guess, Imperial Milk Stout. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 8.5 ABV and between 15 and 45 IBUs for style. Now, this beer, like its, I guess, sort of granddaddy there, or brother, is all about the adjuncts, but Starsky and Brunch is about a lot more adjuncts. That's right. In this beer, we have maple, coffee, bacon, cocoa powder, cacao nibs, and lactose. So, we got a whole bunch of stuff up in this beer that is 6 days old at time of recording. Super duper fresh. So, the coffee and the maple I'm expecting should be popping. One thing that is popping before I crack the top of this can and get into it is the artwork on this can. This is good stuff. 3 Stars always puts out some awesome artwork. I'm not sure if you guys can see all that, but man, that is pretty freaking cool. You got the Capitol Dome, you got the Starsky and like sort of Starsky and Hutch cup with bacon and coffee and maple raining. That rocks. So, enough ado, time to crack the top. Get in the glass and tell you what's up with Starsky and Brunch. Hell, to the yes. Yeah, the only knock I think I remember having on Starsky and Dutch here was it was a little thin and needed to be a little more sweet for a milk stout. But you know what? This has got maple in it, amping it up. It does have a super fizzy head, so who knows how long that's going to last. Let's tell you about the appearance. Well, the head was a nice cocoa-colored head, but it is gone, as you can see, like magic before our eyes. I couldn't even start talking about it. But the body of the beer is completely black. When I swirl it, we got tons and tons of alcohol legs streaming down the inside and coating the inside of the snifter here. But take a look at that black water in the glass. There's not really much to describe about it besides that. But all those adjuncts means what? It's got to smell pretty freaking awesome. So let's dive in for the aroma. Right off the bat, the coffee's up in my face. Big dark chocolate. There's a smokiness there. I guess that's the bacon. Lots of roast, maybe a little bit of earthy hop, sweetness, but tons of dark chocolate, dark coffee, roast, and then smokiness. Guess it's the bacon. Maybe they use smoked malt, not actual bacon. I don't know, but they were saying bacon on the can too, so maybe they put cooked bacon in there. Man, delicious. It smells like breakfast in the morning time. I'm not getting a big maple smell, like per se, like when you would smell maple syrup, but I am getting a sweetness. So, this smells delicious. I'm ready to dive in. Cheers! That's easy to drink. You can see I crushed that pretty freaking fast. Right up in front, first thing you get is coffee. After that, dark chocolate. It's thin, as I remember the last one being. If you don't like thin stouts, this might not be for you. The main thing, or what probably one of the main styles the 3 Stars start out with in the beginning that they produce a lot of was porters and brown ales, things of that sort, that viscosity level. This is that. It's medium, thin-bodied, sort of, but anyways, that's the texture. I'm saying that because it strikes you up front that it is a thin beer. But, that said, flavor is there. Right up in front, you get coffee. After that, dark roasted chocolate. I'm not getting maple exactly, which most beers that have maple in them you don't, but I am getting a nice sweetness that's complementing the lactic sweetness, that creamy sweetness you get from the lactose that's in there. After that, in the background, there's definite nice smokiness. I don't know if you're using smoked malt, or bacon, maybe both, but it is there. Let me take another drink here. The 8.5% is completely hidden. It's got a nice sippy carbonation. As I take another drink there, it's not as thin as maybe the first perception was, but it's definitely only a medium-bodied beer, medium to medium thin, depending upon what your palate judges it. But that said, the viscosity is not super high. It is straight up what it says. I would want maybe a little more smokiness, saying that's the bacon there. But man, besides that, super solid beer, tasty. I don't really have much complaints. It's crushable. That's one thing to be careful about this. It 8.5. I mean, there's not even any warming in the chest. It just goes down. And the week I've had, that's going down quick. Anyway, so let's grade it so I can get to drinking this. Anywho, at time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 4.0 out of 5. So 4 out of 5. That's pretty damn good. That's at least a high A minus version into the A range. And Untappd is giving this 3.88 caps, which would be their A minus also. Let me take another taste. I think I'm going to go 93. I'm going to go also that high A minus range. It needs more body. That's the one detractor to this. When you're saying stout, if they call this a porter, milk porter, okay. Milk stouts, I guess, in general, are thin. But when you get to the Imperial level, you expect a bit more body. That is the main knock that I get for this beer. I remember this one being thin, too. And both of them, actually, even with the maple in here, I'd say they could use a little more sweetness for what you're talking, like more amplified flavor. That's why it's falling into the high A minus range. But that said, still super tasty, and the coffee is really popping, as well as the dark chocolate. So, have you had Starsky and Dutch or Starsky and Brunch? Whatever. If you have, let me know what you know, because I like to quid pro quo and the back and forth. Your opinion, of course, counts here too at DJs BrewTube. Also, if you could do me a big favor and think locally, drink locally, I'm getting it done. The hat says it too. And support the craft beer movement. That would be pretty, just rock. Anywho, it's also cool when you rate, comment, subscribe, especially because it's your first time with us. And if you can get around to it and maybe smash that like button, especially some of my local drinking buds from around here in the Baltimore, D.C. kind of area. That would rock even more. So next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell of a bunch of Starsky and Brunch drinking love for you, and a big loco. That's right. You're ready for it by now. Peace out.